Hello everyone, my name is Partho Das, Assistant Professor, Department of Electrical Engineering, JS College of Engineering, West Bengal, India. First of all, welcome to my class. So, in this class, we are going to study a topic in the subject name Basic Electrical Engineering, that is three-phase system. So, in this three-phase system, today we are going to start this three-phase system chapter, and inside that we are going to see so we are going to see what are the advantages we have with using the three-phase system instead of single-phase system. Then what are the different types of connections we have in three-phase system? What is the voltage and lines, the voltage and currents we have in three-phase system? Then how we can measure the power in three-phase system. Those things we have to complete in this particular module. So in this particular class, we are going to do half of this module, and the next class we are going to end this chapter. So what are the topics, what are the contents of this particular presentation? So let us say that. Yes. So these are the learning goals for today's class. So in this class we are going to see three-phase circuits, advantages of polyphase circuit, three-phase connection, basic configurations for three-phase circuit, source or load connection, delta star connections, power relationships, study power delivered by three-phase circuits, power factor correction, improving power factor for three-phase circuits. So these are the contents of this particular module. So in three-phase system, first of all we have to check why three-phase system. Then we have to know what are the advantages of three-phase system. Then we have to know how to use this three-phase system. What are the things we have in this module, particular thing that we have to study now. Okay. So basically three-phase system means, as the name implies, there are three phases we are considering. In our domestic purpose at our home, usually we see a single phase circuit, single phase connection. So single phase means there is a phase and there is a neutral line. But in case of that means in case of three phase line means three phase and three neutral lines. So for a single phase line we need two wire. So if we considering the same concept, so for a three phase line how many wires we need? Three phase and three neutral, so six wire we need, correct? So now in three phase system, first of all, so just take that point in the mind. Later on, after some minutes I am going to discuss with you that thing. So for now just think that first what is the advantage of using three phase system. So in case of three phase system, if we use three phase system, then at a time a huge amount of power can be delivered from sending in to receiving it. Second thing is that all generators, or where the power is generated, their power is generated at three phase lines. So whatever circuits or transmission distribution system we have to design in three phase. So that's why there is the importance of three phase line, and that's why we have to know what is the concept of three phase line. So basically we can say that three phases are there, and one thing we have to remind in mind that all phases has same magnitude. Suppose say each one has a same voltage level 190 volts, say. So each in three phase, each phase has same magnitude, and they have phase difference of 120 degree from one another. Okay, so they here in this particular presentation, in this particular diagram, we can see two waveforms, correct? So if we go for the waveform, so in the left hand side, as you can see, three voltages, VAN, VBN and VCN. So VAN is started from 0, and after shipment of 120 degree, so there is a B phase. So there is the between A and B, there is a phase difference of 120 degree. Again from this B, again C phase is shifted by 120 degree. So just check the feed diagram. So in the diagram from B and CN is again shifted by an angle 120 degree. So like this way all phases are shifted by an angle 90 degree. Okay, sorry, 120 degree. So this is follow my pointer. This in the right hand side there is a waveform. This waveform also representing three waves, that is the three phases line that we have considered. So in that diagram we can see that, see, there are three lines. Okay, so first, this one is the bold line is the VAN, this dotted line is the VBN, and this below line is the VCN. Those three phases are there. So if we just carefully view, then we can find out that uh, there is a phase difference between them two is 120 degrees. Let us check. So AN, so this is the AN line. So as you can see, there is a AN, follow my pointer always. So this is VAN, and next one is the VBN. What is the phase difference between these two? That is 120 degree. So here also just see, in this x-axis, that is the time axis, what is the angle in between them. So as we can see, this AN is touching the x-axis at this point, and BN is starting the line at this point. So this is the phase difference. Okay, so this is the phase difference, and this difference is 120 degree. Like that way, between VN and CN there is an angle of 180 degree, 120 degree. So again this is the BN axis, follow the pointer, this is the BN axis and this is the CN axis. So if this is the BN axis, then see, this is the CN axis. So what is the difference? That is again 120 degree. So like this way, these three phases are um, shifted from each other by an angle 120 degree, and all has the same magnitude, and they are balanced. Okay, so these things are the main basic criteria for a three phase line. Okay, and now let us see, the in single phase we have seen that any instant voltage value is given by Vt is equal to V max sin omega t. So like this way, here also we have three voltages, so it has some instantaneous value, but they are shifted from each other by an angle 120 degrees. So that thing is depicted over here. So follow my pointer, this is the instantaneous phase voltages. So VANT, that is a V max cos omega t. Okay, and then VBNT, VM cos omega t minus 120 degrees, this is the shiftment. Okay, and VCT, that is Vm cos omega t minus 240 degree. From this B, again the C phase is shifted by 120. So minus 120 and minus 120, that is giving us minus 240 degree. So that's why there is in case of VCT, there is a Vm cos omega t minus 240 degree. Okay, so these are the three instantaneous value we have. Now coming to the next slide. Yes, so this is typically, so now coming to the rebrushing that previous concept. 2-3 minutes before, I have told you that if we use a single phase line, we need two wire, one is phase, one is neutral. If we use three phase line, then as per the concept of single phase, so we in three phase, then what we have, three phase, so we need three neutral. So how many wires? Three phase, three neutral, that means the 6 wire we need. So if we use in that mind, if we use three phase line, then it will be a costlier one, because wire has a very high cost. So how you can reduce that one? So to reduce that, we have two techniques. What are the techniques? Techniques are the star connection and delta connection. So instead of using three neutral lines, if we use a common single neutral line, then three phase and one single neutral line, common neutral line. So how many phase? Four. So how many wires we have reduced? Two. So the costing of the three phase line can be reduced. So like this way, from this concept, we have to two types of three phase connection. One is known as the star connection, and second one is known as the delta connection. And in this particular slide, we can see a star connection system, where we can say that, follow my pointer, this is phase A, this is phase B, and this is phase C, correct? And for each phase we are considering a source. This is a source, a source, A phase source, B phase source, and C phase source. Okay, and we can say that all sources, all say this is the positive terminal, and this is a B phase positive terminal, this is the C phase positive terminal, and all has a negative terminal. So this is negative, this is negative, and this is negative, all are connected to a common point. Okay, and that thing is known as the neutral point, neutral. And from there, if we take a output wire, so that is the neutral line. So like this way we have we can reduce the number of wires, so that it can ultimately cut down the total installation cost of an electrical system, three-phase system. So this is the star connection. Next we will going to see the delta connection. Yes, this is the delta connection. So in there also we can see this, in this techniques in delta, as we can see, there is no common line. Common means all phases are connected together at a certain node where the neutral line is there. So in this delta case, we see how many wires we need. We need 3 wires. There is no neutral line in case of delta connection, where as we can see first, this is one source, one phase actually. This is the phase AB. Okay, this is the phase BC, and this is the phase CA. Now check, the AB phase has a positive terminal and a negative terminal. So the negative terminal B is connected with the second one phase positive terminal, and the second one phase negative terminal is connected to the third phase positive terminal. So like this way, positive negative, positive negative, positive negative, like this way there is a uh, what we can see, where there is a sequence of polarity in the system, and it is shifted again. Here is the phase shifted of 120 degree. So as we can see in the right hand side, so there 3 voltages are shown. So one is the VAB. So if we think this is A is a phase, B is a phase, C is a phase, then these are the line voltages. So later on we will going to know what is line voltage or phase voltage. For now, just say this VAB is the reference voltage, as we can say that mod AB angle at an angle 0. Then BC is this BC, follow my pointer in the diagram. This BC is shifted from this AB phase by an angle 120 degree. That's why this is a minus 120 degree. Again, the CA phase in the diagram, CA phase is again shifted from this BC phase by an angle 120 degree. So minus 120 and minus 120, that is minus 240. So that's why there are the 3 voltages here. You can see these are the actually all the line voltages. Okay. Yes. So here, this is very interesting diagram. So we are thinking about that the sources. We are thinking about a source which has 3 phase, correct? So now, what is the utility of this 3 phase source? So we have to use this power to some 3 phase system, correct? So we can think of a 3 phase load, correct? So there is a 3 phase supply that is connected to a 3 phase load. Okay, so that particular diagram is depicted over here. So now we can think of like that way, that source, how many types of source connection we have seen right now? One is star, second one is a delta, correct? So 2 types of source connection we have now, right now. One is star, second one is delta. So like that way, can we think of load also? Yes, we can think of. Yes, the loads are of 2 types, star and delta. Okay, so here in this particular system, we can see that there is a 3 phase source and 3 phase load. In the left hand side of the particular diagram of this is the 3 phase source, and in the right hand side we can see that there is a 3 phase load. So a 3 phase source is connected to a 3 phase load. Then this system is known as star star system. So the first star is for 3 phase star connected sources for source, and the next the later on star is for this um, this star connected what you can say load, for the load. This is known as the Y system or star star connection. Okay, so as we can see, this is phase A, this is phase B. Follow my pointer. A phase, this is B phase, this is C phase, and as it is a neutral star connection, so there is a neutral. Okay, so this is the impedance. The source is connected to the load, that the load of phase A, that is ZL, ZL, and ZL for each phase. So we need some transmission line. So that transmission line has some impedance, so that we are considering, that is Z1. So all transmission line has the same impedance, that we are considering for the simplicity actually. Now this is the source, this is the line impedance, and this is the load impedance. So those things, so I think you are clear. So in the left hand side there is a source, three phase source, and that three phase source is connected to the same phase load. That means A phase is connected with A phase, B phase is connected with B phase, C phase is connected with C phase through some transmission line, which has again some impedance value, that is denoted over here by Z1. Okay, so and each load has a balanced impedance value, so that's why we are considering all has same impedance value, ZL, ZL, and ZL. That is a Y-Y connection or star-star connection. Yes, this is the reverse case. So you can think of when the source is also delta type and when the load is also delta type. Okay, so this is again I'm explaining, this is phase A, this is phase B, this is phase C. So in between A B there is a plus minus. When this B is connected, A B phase is connected with B C phase, then this minus of this phase is connected with the plus of the next phase, and the minus of this next phase is connected with the next to next phase positive terminal. So like this way there is a clockwise rotation of phases. So this is the delta connection. So as we know, there is no neutral line, so there is no common line is there. So and this is the three phase delta load also present over there. So this is a three phase load, and they are connected by some transmission line, as we have discussed already. That is that has also some impedance value, that is we have considered over here Z1, Z1 and Z1. For three phase we need three wire definitely. So this before one was star star connection, this one is the delta delta connection. Later one we can find out that combinations, star delta combination, maybe the source is star, maybe the load is delta, or reverse case, maybe the source is delta and the load is star connection. So those connection also will be possible. So coming to the next, yes, so as I am telling you, delta Y connection, that is the source is in delta pattern and the load is in star connection. So as the same things are there, now I'm not going to repeat the same things again and again. Okay, and this one is the last combination, that is the source is in star and the load is in delta connection. Okay, yes, so this is actually the vector presentation of those phases. So now we can think of, now we have to know basically two terms. What are the terms we have to write now? We have to identify, we have to know, that is two terms we have to very wellly we have to understand. So what is those? So that is, one is line voltage, second one is the phase voltage. Okay, so what is line voltage, one is the phase voltage. For that I am just going reverse to some connection. Yes, just check, see what is this. This is the phase A, follow my pointer. So this is the phase B, this is the phase C, this is phase A, this is phase B, and this is phase C, and here there is a neutral line, correct? Now just think of, in between this A phase and in neutral, if we connect a voltmeter, we can find connect, and if we connect we can find out some voltage is showing us over there. Now can we think of, can we connect a voltmeter between this A terminal and this B terminal? We connect, yes, if we connect we will get some reading, that is the voltage, but that two voltages are not equal. Now just see what I am telling you, that this is phase A and what is this? This is the neutral line. So the voltage between any phase, this is phase A, and the neutral line, that voltage is known as the phase voltage. Again I am telling, the voltage between any phase and neutral line, that is the phase voltage. The voltage between any two phase, that is the line voltage. Remember, I am repeating, the voltage between a phase and a neutral line, that is known as the phase voltage. Follow my pointer. This is a phase and this is neutral. In between that is the phase voltage. In B phase, this is the phase, this is the neutral. In between that we have a phase voltage. This is C phase and it is the neutral. In between that we have a neutral, the phase voltage. So each phase and neutral, in between that whatever voltage is appearing, that is the phase voltage. And second one, what I have told, the voltage between any two phase, the voltage between any two phase is known as the line voltage. See, follow my pointer, this between A and B, this between A and B. So in between that we can find out some voltage, that voltage is known as the line voltage. Now in this phase voltage and line voltage, so in a system we have three phase voltages. In star connection system we have three phase voltages, three line voltages. But in case of delta, as we doesn't have any neutral line, so we cannot say that there is the existence of phase voltage. Yes, there is phase voltages, but in case of the different relationship is there. So we will discuss later on those things. So this in this particular diagram, so the voltage between a phase and neutral, what is that? VAN, correct? So see, in this horizontal axis, in x axis, what we have? VAN. So this is the phase voltage. Okay, now the next phase, what is the angle between any two phase? 120 degree. So shift from here 120, this is the 90 degree, again 30 degree. Yes, what is this? This is C, this is CN. It's another phase, that phase is CN. Or reversely, if we think, so from there go clockwise, so AN, from there 120 shifted, there is a BN phase. So from AN, BN is shifted by an angle 120 degree, and from BN again there is a shiftment of 120 degree, then there is a CN. Okay, so from here to here 120, here to here there is a 120. Okay, so these are the three phase voltages we have. Now if we draw a resultant between, see, this is BN axis, correct? And if we extend this phasor in the opposite dimension, always follow my pointer, this is BN axis phasor, and if we extend the this side, this is the negative half, a waveform has a positive half and that's one negative half, so it is representing the negative half, correct? So this is also minus Vn, but it is polarity is opposite, but it is also phase voltage. Okay, so right now just think into this section, follow in this section, follow my pointer, there is a An, there is a Bn, and in between that if we draw a vector sum over here, so from this point parallel to this line we will draw a dotted line, from this point parallel to this line we will draw a dotted line. So where they are intersect, that is the vector summation. So in vector summation will give us the line voltage. Why? Because the voltage between any two phase, this is the A phase and this is the B phase, in between that two phase what we have, that is the line voltage. And what should be the name of that line? See, this is neutral, B, in between A and N, A is the phase, N is the neutral. In between B and N, B is a new phase and N is a neutral. So between AN, VAN and VBN, so what is the line voltage? VAB. Okay, now we have a small derivation, 4-5 line derivation. So if we do that, from there we can find out that the in line voltage and phase voltage has some relation. So what is the relation? So line voltage is equal to root 3 3 times of phase voltages in case of, remember always, in case of star connection. Again I am repeating you, in star connection the relationship between phase voltage and line voltage is that VL is equal to root 3 of V phase. So in this particular diagram, what is the line voltage? VAB. It should be equal to the root 3 times of any of the phase voltages, correct? Either AN or BN. Okay, so let us check. Yes, see what is there. VAB, that is the line voltage, is equal to root 3 times of VAN. Where is the VAN? This is the VAN, correct? So this is the relation. Coming to the next, again there we can find out the same thing. So after all we can find out this, coming to the green zone in this particular slide. See, here VL is equal to 3 times of the V phase. So remember always, in case of star connection I am telling you this relationship exists, but in case of delta connection, as there is no neutral line, so there is no existence of the actual existence of theoretical existence of the phase voltages. So we can say that their phase voltage is equal to line voltage. Okay, so we cannot differentiate, because as there is no neutral line. So in that case, V phase, that is the phase voltage, is equal to line voltages. Okay, so here also in case of current case we can find out that relation. So very interesting point is there in case of star connection. In case of, so as you can think of that, as there are line voltage, we are dealing with line voltage, phase voltage. So at the same time, definitely we have the line current and phase current also, correct? So as we are thinking of phase voltage and line voltage, so we must have the phase current and line current. So what is the relation between them? So in star connection we have seen that the relation between phase voltage and line voltage is that VL is equal to root 3 times of V phase, and in case of current relationship, that is equal actually, that is IL is equal to I phase. So in case of voltage there is a relationship of root 3 with that VL, uh, and in case of line voltage and line current they are equal. And now coming to the delta circuit. In case of delta circuit, what we have in the reverse case. So in voltage, as there is no neutral line, line voltage is equal to the phase voltage, and in case of current, there is a relation. What is the relation? IL is equal to root 3 times of I phase. Yes, so this is very important to remember. Yes, instantaneous power. So we have discussed about the voltages and current. Now we are going to discuss about the power, whatever power we have. So let us check. So power formula is given by voltage into current is giving us the power. So let us check what is the instantaneous voltage value, what is the instantaneous current value, and multiplying both we can find out the power of any three-phase system at any instant. So equations, as we can see, so this VAN is the Vm cos omega t, VBN is the Vm cos omega t minus 120 degree, that is 120 degree shiftment, and C phase is again shifted from B 120 degree, so that's why VCT is equal to Vm cos omega t minus 240 degree, correct? And in the case of balanced C phase circuit, okay, so here, so the IAT is equal to Im cos omega t minus theta. Now you can ask me why this is theta. So that theta is the phase angle. So we know in case of AC circuit, the angle, if it is inductive, capacitive, not case for the pure resistive or any other kind of circuit, there is the angle between voltage and current. That's why we doesn't know which kind of angle is this one, leading, lagging, whatever. So we are considering that is a theta, that is a phase angle. So from voltage it is shifted by an angle theta. Again, for that case, IB is Im cos omega t minus theta, minus, then again from A IAT it is shifted by an angle 120 degree. So like this way, ICT is equal to Im cos omega t minus theta minus 240 degree. Okay, so now if we phase wise, if we multiply the voltage and current, so we can find out the instantaneous power. So this is the instantaneous power formula. The PT is equal to A phase voltage into current, B phase voltage into current, C phase voltage into current. Okay, yes. And now the average power, instantaneous power for any three phase system, the power, ultimately the formula is given by PT is equal to 3 by 2, that is actually 1.5 Vm Im cos theta. Okay, so this is the active power formula for any three phase line. Now for, yes, this is the last two things I want to mention to you. So these things we have already discussed in the DC network theorem chapter. There we have seen how to convert a start circuit into delta circuit, or a delta circuit can be converted into start circuit. So for different cases we have to consider, we may consider this. So just for remembering purpose, I have mentioned that how we can convert a delta circuit into start circuit, and in the next slide we have how we can convert start circuit into delta circuit. So this start to delta or delta to star conversion techniques we already discussed in the DC network theorem. I am just remembering over here only the formula, so that if there is any problem related to this particular module, then we can deal with those things. So this is all about for today's class. So in today's class, what we have studied, we have studied that what is three-phase system, what are the advantages of three-phase system, what are the connection types of connection available in the three-phase system, what is the relation, what is phase voltage, line voltage, what is the relation in between this, not only phase voltage and line voltage, phase current and line current also, that thing we have discussed. And start delta transformation, just concept already discussed. So the equation I have mentioned over here for your simplicity. Okay, this is all for today. Thank you.